That's Will I Am and the Black Eyed Peas here on Radio Leyland. But from stateside, we're coming down home to Leyland, and our guest this morning is Danny Boyles, who is the singer and a guitarist for the Leyland band Binds. So Danny, welcome.
Good morning, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you with us. So Danny, tell me a bit about Binds. How did you get started and how did it all come into being?
It started, we got together around about the September 2016 time. It was formed through myself and meeting the lead guitarist Matt for a mutual friend we'd never previously met before. The bass player and drummer Badge and Jimmy are brothers, and I've grown up with them, known them all my life really. And I met Matt and we just got on like an house on fire. Our mutual friend Liam had been telling me how much we needed to meet because we were just so alike. He worked with Matt at the time, and as soon as we met we hit it off really, and then it just kind of went from there. I'd written a couple of songs and done nothing with them at the time,
right. And
then I played them to Matt and he was really into them, and it kind of went from there really. So we've been doing it about 2.5 years now.
Excellent. And you're based here in Leyland?
We're based here, yeah, we're all local lads. Matt's now moved to Warrington with his girlfriend Abby. But me, Badge and Jimmy Wesley, we all went to Balshaws, St Mary's, Wellfields. We've grown up in Leyland all our life really.
And how would you describe the style of your music?
I think it's kind of very late 80s, early 90s guitar music really, that's how I'd describe it.
Mm-hmm.
That's where our influences kind of come from. With this new single we're releasing, we've kind of tried a little bit to move away from that and just try and develop our own sound a little bit. But I'd probably say that's where our key influences are. We feel probably the last decade since kind of like Arctic Monkeys, Kasabian, there's not really been many proper guitar bands, what we class as guitar bands around. So me and Matt straight away when we first met, we kind of agreed upon that we wanted to bring back original guitar music, kind of plug in and play, and that's what we're kind of trying to recreate really.
Brilliant. So has it been a busy 2.5 years then?
I'd say the last 12 months has been busy, but prior to this time last year we'd not gigged yet or anything, so we only had our first gig last March, and the last 12 months since our first gig and releasing our first EP, that's kind of been really busy. We've been gigging every other week more or less. Right. Obviously with all the social media and stuff, we've released a single since then as well, so last 12 months, prior to that, the first 18 months were all just about kind of going up and practicing once or twice a week, so definitely the last 12 months it's been really busy and eye-opening really overall.
And what sort of venues do you tend to play in?
All over really. We've played some quite renowned venues considering we've only been gigging for a year. Like our very first one was at Night and Day Cafe in Manchester, which is really renowned. To get that as our first gig was mad really. You normally got to work your way up to getting venues like that, but we've played all over Liverpool. We've got a gig in Leeds this month, Chorley, Leyland we've played, so a mixture of places. We went up to Northwich last month, so
wow.
Yeah, all over.
So it sounds like it's really kind of increasing in pace.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, we're pretty overwhelmed really with how quickly it has developed. Considering like we only did our first gig this time last year, I think the recognition we've got already is really, really good. Like if this is the last thing I did for the band now, I'd take really fond memories and be quite proud of what we've done even in 12 months. So no, but it's one of them. I think now we've got a stepping stone and we just want to keep climbing the ladder really now.
Excellent. You brought a guitar with you today.
I have, yes.
Yes. Would you like to sing something?
I will, yeah. I'm going to play a couple of acoustic songs today. I've not got a capo, so I'm quite limited to what I can do. I left my capo in the back of the drummer's car after the gig on Friday. But yeah, I'll do one for us. This first one's off our first EP. It's called Having an Angel Stay. Always thought that heaven was miles away, but it seems closer every living day that you're by my side. 'Cause it's like having an angel stay. God only knows where the future lay. One thing's for sure, I hope spend it with me, 'cause with you by my side, it's like having an angel stay. ever keep me sane. Stop the demons from taking me away. But with you by my side, it's like having an angel stay. So lay your wings down, come and take a break. With your head on my chest, forever I lay with you by my side. 'Cause it's like having an angel stay. Believe me when I say I don't wanna walk these pavements again without you by my side, hand in hand. 'Cause only heaven can take you away. If only heaven wasn't miles away, me and you could run out to the stars again. 'Cause with you by my side, it's like having an angel stay. Ooh, with you by my side, it's like having an angel stay.
It's like having an angel stay. That's Danny Bowles from the Leyland group Vines. Now, Danny, you've played at the lights going on in just before Christmas, didn't you?
Yeah, Leyland Light Switch on. Yeah, it's probably our most notable gig so far in regards to the audience that was there. There was
It must
quite
have
a
been
lot.
huge.
It was, yeah. I think as we started to play, all started to feather away. But no, it was a really good experience. Martin Carlin, who kind of runs the event, would really grateful for him giving us the opportunity to do it, and it was really good. So we first met Jordan, who's on camera today.
Right. Hi, Jordan.
But yeah, I think that's probably one of the most nervous we've all been for a gig, just because of the scale. Like, we sound checked in the morning, and we were really happy with the sound and stuff, and that makes you always feel a lot better, calms your nerves a little bit because you know what you're kind of expecting to sound like. But I think it was the waiting game then. We all went to mine and watched football. We were just kind of waiting, and we were getting videos and pictures sent to the crowd, and we were like, oh god, here we go. And then obviously walking down, because I live on Balcarrish Road.
Right, okay.
So we walked down to Huff Lane, and just seeing the volume of people, it was like a bit like, wow. So yeah, that was probably the most nerve-wracking one we've done, but I think definitely the most fun as well. It was kind of a little bit, I don't know, like pinch yourself moment. Stood on the roundabout at Huff Lane, where you've kind of grown up looking down, just seeing floods of people.
Yeah.
And you're playing live, so definitely an experience we won't forget. Anyway.
So kind of massive but intimate at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's really good, and I think that's what's good about Leyland, because it's very genuine working class people in Leyland, and they get behind anything that's local, and that's what I think we've been very lucky, because we've had a lot of support from the people of Leyland, and we won't be anywhere near where we are now without the people of Leyland. So we're very grateful for that, and I think that's why I love the town. Really, it is very much a kind of, they get behind it. Everyone gets behind each other.
I would agree with you there. And you're going to play at the Leyland Festival.
I play at Leyland Festival, yeah. So June 14th, 15th, around that time, I think. So yeah, no, that's another one to look forward to. I think we played it in the Barristers pub in Leyland, which was eventful. I think is the best way to put it. It was round. It was really good, but yeah, we got a little bit too drunk. It was a learning curve for us. Don't drink before you play.
Right.
And yeah, I don't think pubs in Leyland are really built for music, if I'm honest. That's the only shame, because we're trying to kind of avoid a little bit. We would love to do more in Leyland, but there's just not really the venues.
Not enough space.
There's not enough space. I just think as well, venues have got to be built for music. It's sometimes quite low ceilings and stuff. The music doesn't travel well, so yeah, Barristers was eventful, I think is the best way to put it. But no, we love playing Leyland. We always get a lot of support, and we do. We're playing in Preston actually on the 12th of April, so that's quite local. We're trying to get a big crowd there, so that's the first time we're playing in Preston. We're looking forward to that one.
Excellent. Do you have another number you're going to play for us?
I do, yeah. This one's called, we've not actually released this one yet as a band. It's called Reason to Believe. So yeah, Reason to Believe.
from Danny Bowles, the singer and guitarist for Binds. So Danny, tell us, what gigs have you got coming up in the immediate future? What's on the next?
We are in Leeds
Right.
on the 23rd of March. That's the day after our new single's release. So our new single, I Try, is released on Friday the 22nd, and then we're playing like a bit of a promotional show on the Saturday the 23rd in Leeds. That'll be our first visit to Leeds as well, so
Right.
really excited for that one. And then we're in Preston in April, like I mentioned, and then we've just got lower in Liverpool the end of April. We're in Manchester in May, and then we're back in Leyland in June. So
Oh, very exciting.
I know, pretty booked up until the summer, really.
Well, thank you so much for coming
No,
in.
no, I
It's been-
appreciate you having me, yeah, thank
It's
you.
been lovely to hear your music, and
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you in the big events which are coming up.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you.
All the very best.
And you.
We're going to finish now with, this is one of the singles from Binds. This is These Streets.